Hi, this is Michael Werner with Ham Radio and the Tennessee Valley podcast. Today we have a special group of people from People First of North Alabama Chapter in Madison County. I'm glad to have them here with us as they are a great insight to what we do in the Tennessee Valley. Jenny, Josh, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, first off, what is People First of Huntsville, Alabama, and what is the mission?
Josh, do you want to take it?
Well, how about the chapter president takes this,
All right.
basically? Yeah.
All right. Well, People First of Alabama as a whole, that's our parent group. And People First of Alabama, we are a group of individuals with developmental disabilities. We live in Alabama communities. We're dedicated to making our dreams happen by making sure that we have choices and control over our lives. It means having opportunities to make decisions and plans for ourselves instead of having others make them for us.
Now, here's another question, and you might want to answer this one. I don't know, but the next one I have is, what does having a developmental disability mean? And have there been any obstacles with having a developmental disability?
Well, I mean, if Jenny, you don't mind here, well, yes, there have been challenges of having a disability, basically from both. You know, I mean, we also serve not only the developmental, but also intellectual disability too. In that, and also you have gotten written down here for me is that use the term developmental disability right now means you required between both, and also between both and age 22, according to the developmental disability assistant and Bill of Rights Act of 2000, and on that, but you know, there are challenges. People may look at you differently or something like that. I do know that some of our past advocacy plans, not necessarily, have been kind of like geared toward viewing disability as an ability, not as a disability here. So that is also of a good thing too as well.
Hey, Mike. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah,
Jenny,
I can
if
honestly.
you would like just to chime in.
Well, I was just going to say one of the key pivotal moments for me with having the developmental disabilities that I have was, and Mike can relate to this too because we went to high school together. He and I both had Miss Steinkamp, and she was a special ed teacher, and she was wonderful. She was very upfront. She said, "You have rights. You got to use them."
Yes.
Yeah, that was the
And
thing
that's
about.
right.
Yeah, that was the thing about her that I remembered. You know, there was a lot of things if you had to speak up about something, you could speak it. You know, and that was. There are several things I can remember about her, but that was one of the key things. You know.
And I would like to add one of our motto here, of course, is that nothing without us, but with us. With us is our motto there at the People First State of Alabama. Yeah.
Okay. Now, how do you help people to overcome or become self-advocates for People First of Alabama, and basically what's involved?
Well, I'm gonna say the 3 points, but I would like for Jenny, if you will, kind of like say the first one here on what do we do.
Okay, of course. We have community chapters. There are several chapters in North Alabama. There are chapters in each of the, what do we have, 5 quadrants? I mean, 5 areas, I mean.
Well, I mean, we've got, I want to say a lot of different chapters. Good Lord, to name them all, it's just going to be tough.
Yeah.
Tough, so.
But
yeah.
we have community chapters. We do legislative advocacy days at the state capitol. We have leadership and self-advocacy training. And we also have Young Emerging Leaders. It's a special grant-funded program that we teach people in the transition phase. That's from basically about 14, 15 up until, what is it, 21, 22?
22, I want to
Okay.
say.
Till 22, and they're in the transition phase of transitioning from high school to life.
Right.
Now,
And of course, another thing we do is educate, encourage, and empower too. Do on that.
Now, what's the basic thing about you support several different things here. I'm looking on the sheet, and I noticed that you support a lot of people to these basic categories.
Yes, we do.
And what's the biggest category that you all focus on If you had to pick from one of those categories, what would it be?
Well, I'm just gonna talk for a second here. Jenny, you can chime in at any point in time. Feel free to do so. But one of the things that I've kind of do kind of to have choices and control over their lives and to achieve increased funds for support if needed, and access community involvement that is huge. We encourage that majorly to obtain. Jenny, could you help
Yes,
me
of
out
course.
there?
Obtain competitive employment. We're not people that, want to be shoved in an institution or in a closet. We're human beings just like anyone else. We want to be able to work, and we have that right.
Right. Yes, we do. I just remember one of the sayings, but when I was vice president, job is a right to have. I mean, some employers.
Now, I don't mean to cut you off, but let me ask you this. And this is a question for one of you or both of you. It really doesn't matter who responds to this. Now, how can people and who do they contact to find out more about People First of Alabama?
Hey, Mike, let me backtrack a little bit because we're still kind of discussing what we support people, because I forgot there were 2 points on the next page. We also support access to transportation and full citizenship with equal rights, which means voting rights. And that's so key. We have a voice. We have the right to use it.
Yes,
and so we should use it.
Yeah, and I recently remember doing a commercial for you guys about voting. So
Yes.
I do remember. And, that was a big key, putting the word out about voting in Alabama for people with disabilities.
Yes, and
but
Mike, just one other thing I need to add. The supporting people, we want people most of all as self-advocates to have that choice and the control over their lives. And everything else that's listed underneath is kind of like a spider web. It branches out. If you had a circle and you have choices and control, that's center. Everything else spider webs out. It's all interconnected. Josh, do you have anything?
That's right, Jenny. It is.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. And most often I get the question, and this question really does come to mind, and this is when I was asking this question is, who do I contact to find out more about People First? And what information can you provide?
You want me to take that, Josh?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Please.
Well, People First of Alabama can be contacted, and as I'm speaking this, I'm going to be putting it in captions down below. People First of Alabama, our state chapter, can be found, you can contact them at 205-986-9988 or email them at state@peoplefirstal.net. The address is 1929 Canyon Road, Vestavia, Alabama 352-616, sorry. And of course, our People First of Alabama website, which has a lot of the critical information that you would need, is
Yes.
www.peoplefirstal.net. And our Facebook page, which is where we keep most of the most current information, voting and etc., is facebook.com/peoplefirstal, or you can type into the search engine People First of Alabama.
Now, you talk about Facebook and you talk about these websites. How often do you keep them updated and current?
Well, currently, the website for People First is not as updated as the Facebook page. The Facebook page is the main hub of communication. We update that at least weekly, if not daily. There are always new resources popping up, so we have to.
Now, People First of Huntsville, how do people get a hold of them if they need to ask a question?
Excellent question. You can call 256-947-5376, and I'll put it down below. You can email pfhsv.jslux81@gmail.com, or you can go to the website Advocacy Matters, 2 me.com / well, I'll put it down below anyway, but it is a website where I've done volunteering with a lot of different nonprofits and I advocate a lot. So we have People First of Huntsville has a page on the website. And when you go to Facebook, if you search in their search engine, you can find the People First of Huntsville under People First of Huntsville, and just type that in the search engine and it'll pop right up.
So I take it, and I've heard this also, that People First is in the process of looking for a building or an office space to house the Huntsville location. What's the progress on that?
We're hitting roadblocks, so to speak, because but I am optimistic in more ways than one that we will find something. If nothing else, we can meet at the local library once everything is fully operational. For right now, though, we are wanting to do Zoom meetings. So those who are interested can please contact us, and I'll get you all the information to the Zoom invites.
Jenny, Josh, it's an honor to have you with us, or with me today in this interview. It was truly a pleasure having you. And everyone watching, be sure to look out for this interview and also podcast. Like I said, it was a pleasure having you here during this time, especially during pandemic and people being really nervous to get out. And my last question before we do go off air is, what advice would you give people with disabilities during COVID-19's deal here?
Go ahead, Josh.
No, I was gonna say Jenny.
Okay. Okay, I'll take this. You took us by surprise with this question, but basically always wear a mask. No matter what, if you're going to go out, wear a mask. Wear a mask, protect yourself. Do everything you can to protect yourself. And stay in contact with friends, family on the phone or whatever. Don't social distance yourself to the point that you feel all alone, like you're a little island with nothing out there.
Right. And I'm going to tell you something that I also found out through this is that things can be difficult, but together we can get through this.
Absolutely.
All right.
And once again, I so appreciate the two of you coming out, taking your time to do this interview. It was an honor and a privilege to have you, and especially Jenny, I appreciate you taking the time to put the word out about People First and letting people know what you do as the chairperson of People First of Alabama and various other organizations that you're involved in.
Mike, it's not just me, it's also Josh, because he's giving me the little boost to get going, so.
Well,
COVID kind of stopped me in my tracks because I didn't know how to manage it.
Thank you, Jenny, for allowing me to help you.
You're so welcome.
Help you out. I know that our time is short, but also, Jenny, will you please kind of like tell us what has been going on the state level?
Oh, yes. We have been making sure that people are staying healthy, staying aware of their surroundings. I don't have the notes right in front of me, and I apologize. I didn't realize that was going to be asked of me, but that's okay. I'm board secretary for the state board. I'm state board secretary. Sorry, I'm going crazy right now. But we had a chat, and we're trying to get it to the point where we have monthly meetings instead of every 3 months, especially during COVID, because we need to be able to lean on each other.
Right.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And I can speak for everybody here where, during this time, it's very difficult, because there's things always changing and everything. But I do realize that you both have things that you have to do, and don't want to hold this interview any longer. So with that, I appreciate you both, and thanks again.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Bye.
Bye.